Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. I've been feeling and sensing the energies, intense and calm, all at the same time, where there's momentum to move forward, there's desire for growth, but there's an even balance and harmony within the calmness of the present moment, where whatever happens, or whatever doors or roads or, even windows, are being presented along my journey and yours, that we should use our inner knowing and our intuition to heed our senses and to remember that no matter what challenges, the ebb and the flow of living natural 3D life, right? Because there's balance, and in order to achieve balance, you have to understand imbalance, whether it be positive or negative, because you can have imbalance in too much of a good thing, which leads you unaware of what a bad turn can offer. And when we value too much of the present moment in regards of holding up to an illusion that we think that we need to fulfill, right? That needs a second chance, a second thought, a second to reflect. Because why are you so driven? Is it your internal knowing that's leading you, and you're not fighting it, and you're going with the flow, and you're embracing all the opportunities that come your way, gathering the knowledge and the wisdom in both the aspects of the good or the bad, or even the stagnant place of the indifference, and utilizing every tool to your benefit by recognizing, receiving, remembering, if you will, the value that's behind whatever the endeavor, the lesson, the situation, or circumstance within your environment may be. It's different for everyone. So to say something in one tone doesn't necessarily have the ability to reach other pitches or other energy waves that may be running on a slightly altered or not yet completely accepting of the awareness that's approaching or infiltrating or affecting. Because when we start asking questions, when we start remembering to pull back our energy into self-empowerment and self-growth, and we look at all the energies that we have that are being guided and sent to us, whether we're calling them in, whether we do it intentionally or unintentionally through our unconscious mind, if you will, reaching out to a realm that our conscious mind has not yet had the opportunity to remember, then that means that what you're being guided is guided from within you toward your higher plan. And if you're being hesitant or pulled in an opposite direction, or even if your mind thought is conflicting with what your heart space is telling you, or what your inspiration internally in order to have enlightenment, right, is encouraging you to continue forward, or if it's just a matter of stepping backwards into a denser, darker, submissive state where you've given up your critical thinking, your view of what you can or cannot actually have. Society does this. Unfortunately, it's been doing a good job of this over, decades. And I say this with a heavy heart, because when someone is on the edge of awareness, ascension into higher evolution of self, taking the empowerment and the self-love and rising to a higher level, opening up your mindset, allowing your perception to view that same situation in a higher, more evolved, loving state, then you're doing exactly what the Matrix does not want you to do. So that's why they may be sending doubt to you. But I'm here to tell you, I am definitely in your corner. For this entire situation has been energy that's been guided toward me the last few days with upsetment and heartache and disappointment. But I didn't dwell in any of those environments. I recognized that they were here. I recognized that there's growth and development for me in another direction, that everything that I tried to manifest wasn't maybe meant for me to endure in the way in which I expected to receive it. And there's growth there. There's growth, and there's you grow and evolve when you try something and it doesn't work out. Then you have that knowledge and that wisdom that you can hold on to, so that when you reevaluate and refocus on whatever that endeavor may be, you now have a wider understanding of what does not work, but what you haven't tried yet that might work. So that's where I'm sitting right now. I am transmuting energy, absorbing the lessons, recognizing the value, forgiving whatever part I play in whatever endeavor may be unfolding around me, whether it's a spiritual evolution or a 3D mental human evolution, or if it's merging the 3D into the spiritual, allowing more of a perception. These are all doors of opportunity that you may have missed if you were only one-sided and one-minded, as far as you tried something and it failed, and now you're in a position maybe worse off than what you were before. But actually, if you look at it, the value there isn't that you're in a worse position. It's that you tried something and you realized through your effort and your movement that for whatever the reason, it wasn't going to flourish the way you had imagined, regardless of how much intent or passion or compassion that you have for yourself. The value within this lesson is that there's always other opportunities. There's always more ways to evolve. You just haven't found them yet. They haven't registered yet. And I am definitely in a period of receiving spiritual abundance and prosperity and wisdom and knowledge and heightened elevation. And it rises me to new levels every single moment. I remember, recognize, and resonate with whatever the new information, new direction, or inspired response that could be provided to me through signs or symbols, synchronicities, even outreaches of other human people, you guys. And I received, when I asked for added encouragement and a gust of new energized wind to lead me to what it is that is being eluded from me, like what I can't see that I'm trying to achieve, that I might be missing a piece of the puzzle or a value that may have gone unnoticed in my focus trying to achieve my dream, which is to be present and available for each and every one of you, to aid, to assist, and to encourage, and to inspire through positive movements and loving responses and actions toward prosperity and wisdom of all aspects of what you consider to be important or noteworthy, because everybody's story is different. It's not always a financial based, it's not always a human connection based. Sometimes it's in between. Sometimes it's gathering up pieces of all of it and finding the best threads and then building a foundation from that. So I am definitely in the mindset of threading my strongest outlets into a perfect weave that will allow me to dance in between where it is that I am and where it is that I know I will be, to where or to what or to how the journey will unfold in between. Sounds a little bit corny maybe, but if you look at it, the simplest things are most likely the easiest roads in order to complete the quest that you seek, which is where do you, or how do you, or what do you, why? All those W questions, right? That they tell you way back in the day that makes a perfect story. Well, your life is a perfect story, and you're cultivating it as you're moving through each of the W's, the questions, the responses, and then the forgiveness of prior mistakes or maybe misguided judgment, or looking at a situation that didn't work out perfectly as a disaster, because none of them are disasters and all of them are pieces of you cultivating into the person that you were always meant to be, the person I know I was always meant to be. Even though I came here with talent and grace and a multitude of abilities, that doesn't make me any better or any less than any other. And even though on this quest that I'm enduring in my personal life, which is my ability to stay independent with finances, regardless of employment or generation from book sales, or the ability to partner with like-minded individuals, or even the capability to reach the masses, to show that through continued perseverance and the ability to remain resilient in positive, loving forward motion, not just for self, but for others too. Because regardless of what you think, there are always energies watching, learning, gaining the wisdom and the knowledge, and implementing into their own existence the bravery and the courageousness that it took for maybe you to walk a journey that was unfamiliar, that even though you put into it didn't give you what you thought you would receive, but remaining humble and thankful and graceful, gratitude filled within your continued endeavors, even though you may not see tangible proof that things are working in your favor. If you look backwards into your internal self, into your inner child, your higher consciousness, toward your light essence, you'll see that that all of the abundance that you seek has already been blessed within you through your courageous, brave movements. And with time, things will always change, because it doesn't always, we don't live in a place where everything stays the same. There's always the flow and the ebb of what's known or unknown. When it approaches or misses us, did we try to intercept it? Did we seek it? Did we move toward it? Those are all questions that you need to ask when you're on your journey of reflection, because it'll help you stay balanced within your own energy, to stay grounded with Mother Earth, with the elementals, the environment, the constant change within the ebb and the flow. And what will come will be your desired road after you've gained the knowledge and wisdom of all the twists and the turns, understanding that anything worth having, everything worth keeping, takes movement and effort, love and positivity to achieve, preserve, and to care for, and to continue to let it grow and proceed and follow you and your legacy. And you have this ability through the movements that you make, through the ability to recognize, to receive, and to realize that life isn't meant to hurt you. It's meant to show you and guide you. It's meant to prepare you for what you might come across, maybe in your own life or maybe in someone else's life, where your insight and your experiences could be the difference between someone falling without hope or someone being caught in the umbrella of love because of your hope. That's a twist to look at, to think about differently, where you are not only the hero of your own direction, but you are the trailblazer, the guiding light, the picture of perfect perfection, an emanation of all that is whole and pure. And when we find where we stand within this 3D world and our spiritual connection, whether we're just developing it or we're enhancing it, growing it along the way, or evolving through the different realms that life has to offer through expansive dimensions, whether they start with a pivoted mindset or a physical situation change, embrace the positivity that each move makes, because nothing is meant to hold you back unless you let it. So I'm sending you positive, encouraging energy to choose new beginnings, to choose growth, to choose upliftment and interconnectivity and unity amongst everyone, everywhere, where instead of looking at division, we look at unification. Instead of looking at life through sour, tired eyes, we ground with Mother Earth and we rejuvenate and then look again with exhilarating, exciting, vibrant, energetic eyes that not only see 3D, but can also penetrate into the spiritual side and use your pieces of twine, of things that you know are solid and good, and make or weave your link, your chain, your basket, your new reality. And as you migrate through positive movement, recognizing that life is a gift that we all are given, one that we don't always embrace, that maybe we take advantage of or look past or think that it's just too complicated or too simple. But life is what we make it. And as long as we know that we have the ability to create the existence that lives within us, the balance, the peace, the harmony, by embracing the positives and holding the present moment with the value and the wisdom and the knowledge that each engagement provides, picking out all those strands that will help us weave a better environment, a better reality, a brand new timeline, not just for one or for two, but for everyone to step into, where suppression or domination or limited belief or concepts are a distant, shallow memory of yesterday, where we stand today in knowing that it's our right and our given blessings through creation itself to experience and to cultivate and to grow and to learn, to evolve, to develop, and to reach our higher selves. And it's a journey that sometimes takes a lifetime and sometimes happens overnight. Regardless of where you stand, there's always more to gain and more light to share. So I look forward to hearing whatever stories that you have and that you are willing to provide to the collective as experiences and insights of things that you know 100% are true and right, and things that you know did not work the way you had originally intended. But that was because there was still more growth to be received. So don't shut yourself off as all and done, or one and done, if you will, and leave yourself open to perceive, to pivot, to continually adapt to the ever-changing ebb and flow of the creation through your positive movements that you are cultivating into your environment right now by holding space and allowing your pivoted mindset to open up and to increase all the grace, all the prosperity, all the abundance, and all the inner wealth and prosperity that will carry you to your highest destiny. My lovely collective, I am always here, transmuting my energy if I feel bombarded by heaviness, or if the reality of what yesterday's life is still poking into today's world. But we all have the power to redirect, refocus, and to bring a much better version of what life can be through all of our movements and our responses. Thank you for remaining positive and pure. And thank you for adding to the collective energy through encouragement and blessings and intent and thoughtfulness, holding humbleness and gratefulness and gratitude. For I am grateful and humble and gratitude filled every single day of my life, whether things look gray or they look way so bright. I know that I can only control me and the movements I make and the insights I offer to everyone, whether you find value or you don't, whether you add your value or you don't, creates an atmosphere of positivity, truth, and upliftment, because it doesn't always have to feel right to be truthful, positive, and uplifting. Sometimes it may feel wrong, hurtful, sad, lonely. But in the end, it just makes you a better version of you because you've become a better friend to the inner you. Recognizing all the pieces that you have to offer and standing within your energy field, bright and tall, knowing that what you seek will find you because your movement is continuing and you're going toward what it is that you're looking to achieve. My lovely collective, I love you and I am so proud of you, all of you, each and every one, because you bring so much value to my table and so much insight and so much love to my life. Thank you for giving me added energy when I may ask across the ebb and the flow of the energy that's being sent and the energy that's being given. That not only do I give positivity, but you give it too. And I've reached it. I recognized it and I saw it. It made me cry 4 different times yesterday. 5, actually. Because 5 different souls found it within their spirit to reach out and to add to me the warmth and the love and the positivity that uplifted and helped me transmute and then send out warm, loving, positive, encouraging energy to everyone. Thank you. I love you. You're the best. Couldn't ask for a better collective family. Love and light. Peace and joy.